daddy, love my dad, and my mom, I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. I'm just trying to get it, I ain't trying to die. She got a finger on your booty, make the world cry. You don't love me anymore.
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. First off, let me just say, we hit 100K. And guess what? We hit 100K. Hey, we hit 100. We hit 100K. Hey. I appreciate you guys. I am so grateful. Like, it's actually insane. I really do appreciate it. I could cry, but I'm excited about this video. You guys have been asking me. You guys have been pressing me. I know you guys are probably a little impatient because you wanted to see if it was working for me, so then you can decide if you want to go through the hassle of getting all of the ingredients to make up this concoction. Now, I will tell you the answer to that is yes. I highly recommend trying this oil mix out. There are so many benefits and I'm gonna get into them now. All right, so I just wanna get this out of the way. I did not do it every other day. The first month I was very consistent. I had it on my little calendar every other day. From November 30th, which is when I measured my hair and I started using it the first day, through about the end of December. So I have a good solid month of consistency, and then after that it was real sporadic. There were some weeks where I was on my shit, and then there were others where This is how much I have left. I have quite a bit left. Now, I do think that if I stayed consistent for that second month up until now, I would probably have about half of this left, but I'm not too sure. So I just quickly got off camera to jot down the cons because I want to talk about the cons before we get into the positive benefits and changes that I've noticed. Left to my imagination. So the first con, and some of you guys mentioned this, but a lot of people were asking me if it's messy and does it stain your clothes, your pillowcases, etc. Now, I will say it is kind of messy. It can be messy. If you use too much, then it might run down your neck, it might get on your clothes, and the color does transfer onto whatever you're wearing, or if you have like a headscarf and you see how dark this oil is, the color does transfer. Now, I'm gonna show you guys my headscarves. I have these three that I'm using currently. I don't use this one on my hair to sleep at night. I got all of these in a rich neighborhood. I thrifted these in a Goodwill in a rich neighborhood, and they're all silk. It says they're all silk. I believe that these two are silk, but I don't believe this orange one is. Anyways, this is my favorite scarf, this white one. I did notice that when I would oil my scalp and then wrap my hair with this one, some of the color would transfer. Now, when I washed it, it just came out. So if you're worried about stains, get a detergent that is a little bit stronger, I guess. But I have white pillows and a very light-skinned duvet cover, and I haven't noticed an issue with staining on those things. So yeah, sorry, I'm just about to pick out my hair. It's feeling a little flat. But another one of the cons that I wanted to mention, and it's actually not a con for me, but I know it might be for some other people, is the scent, the smell of this oil. So this oil does have a strong scent, and I don't really know. I know a lot of people mention that aloe has a bad scent too, but I guess I don't care about strong scents. They don't bother me because I know the benefits I'm getting from whatever I'm putting on. So I literally am immune to the BS. I didn't notice the smell of the aloe or the oil until people mentioned it. Okay, it's definitely strong. It smells like mint. There's just this overwhelming mint smell that I personally like. But then there's also something else. It's strong, but it's not unpleasant. It's not something where I oil my scalp and then I'm afraid that I'm gonna hug somebody and they're gonna smell my scalp. Another con, and my last con, this is probably the most important one, is that it can dry your scalp out. I'm only speaking from personal experience, of course, because I only use this on myself. For me, I noticed that when I was using it every other day, everything was good. It didn't even feel like my scalp had to adjust to it. Nothing crazy happened. There wasn't this weird little phase where my scalp was going bananas. When I stopped using it every other day and when I started to slack off with it and I would go 3-4 days without even using the oil, that's when I started to notice this shift in my scalp. It was super itchy, it was super dry, and I feel like my scalp got hooked on the oil. So what I will say is maybe don't use it so much, or once you're done, don't just stop cold turkey like I did for a few days. Try to wean yourself off of it, I guess. The idea behind it making your scalp dry is because your scalp produces natural oils, and those oils trickle down your hair and they nourish the strands. So that's what the sebum from your scalp is supposed to do. But if you supplement that with another oil, then your scalp is gonna say, oh, okay, I'm good, I can take a break. I don't need to really produce my own sebum. So then once you stop adding the oil to your scalp, then your scalp is like, wait, what's going on? And it just starts to go crazy. So that makes it a lot drier because it's not producing that sebum, because it was replaced by the oils that you are putting onto your scalp. I'm actually switching to like every 2 days instead of every other day. And once I finish this out, I'll do another update. I probably will not do this again. More than likely, I will be making a fenugreek and like henna spritzer for my hair, because I don't really think my scalp needs any more help. I haven't noticed an issue with hair growth, and I'm not really that pressed with growing my hair out. I know I really want to grow my hair out, but I'm not that pressed to where I need to accelerate the growth. I feel like my hair grows at a pretty good pace.
Maybe I'm not flying, but I'm floating. If we're not headed to the top, where we going?
I turned the brightness up. I hope it's not too bright. But now let's get into the positive changes that I've noticed. So the first one and the most noticeable one was the thickness that I got. I started to notice that when I was finger detangling, especially when I was at my roots, there was just so much thickness. Like my fingers were not going through. It was literally getting caught in the roots. And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Am I just super dry? Am I super nappy? What's going on? And I realized that the thickness that I saw, my new growth, was growing in so thick. If you have fine hair, this isn't gonna be some magical thickness solution. It'll just get your hair a lot healthier. All right, so the second thing that was huge for me was the decrease in shedding and hair fall. I typically do shed a lot. Hair's everywhere. Also, when I would detangle my hair, if you guys watched my week in my hair routine, when I would detangle my hair, in that paddle brush, there was almost little to no hair when I would detangle it. All right, so number 3 was softness and manageability. My hair is butter baby smooth soft. My hair is like butter constantly now since I've been using the oil. It has helped significantly with the softness, you guys. My girl was actually over probably a week or so ago. I had her feel my hair because I wanted her to see, first of all, how smooth it is, or sorry, how soft it is, but also just how easily it can be manipulated. And she was like, oh my God, it's so soft. I'm like, yeah, girl, it's just super fluffy and soft. The manageability difference is ridiculous. I don't have to spend so much time detangling my hair, sectioning it, doing all of that, which I really didn't have an issue with before, but I have noticed a significant difference. So, okay, so I know this one is probably gonna sound contradictory because I said that it can dry your scalp out, but it definitely calmed my itchy, dry scalp. So before I started using the oil, the weather changed drastically in Seattle, which is where I live, and my scalp was not messing with me at all. It was a lot drier and it was itchier, and I never really have experienced, well, I have experienced itchy, dry scalp in the past, but it wasn't anything that I really had an issue with. And then I started this hair growth challenge and I noticed a huge difference in how moisturized my scalp was. Now, of course, that's because I'm actually putting these oils onto my scalp. Now, I do highly recommend trying this oil out. I don't think the cons are enough to just not use it at all. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it. Of course, I'm supposed to measure my hair, but because it's really difficult to do by yourself, actually, I'm gonna insert a clip of me trying it yesterday. I was so blowed. You guys, I could not get it to work. Okay, here's collarbone. It is past collarbone. Oh my gosh, stop moving. After this clip, you guys will see me measure my hair to see if I noticed any growth. I feel like I got regular growth, like my typical growth. I also wasn't as consistent after that first month. Now that could have played into why I didn't get those inches. Also, everything's not gonna work for everyone the exact same way. Also, I may not have retained the length that I grew. So there are so many variables. I also wanted to update you guys on my ends. They are still botchy. They are still kind of jagged. So I have done extensive research, okay? I'm going to be getting my hair cut. I am not fooling with no diva cuts. I just want my hair to be evened out. After that, I plan on going into a protective style. I have just been over my hair. Honestly, lately I've been over it. You guys saw in that week in my hair routine, I'm just over it. I think I'm gonna get box braids after I get my cut, or sorry, after I get my trim. I think I'm gonna get box braids. And of course, I'm going to update you guys. That's pretty much it for this update. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Leave any comments you have down below. I'm going to respond to you guys, of course, like I always do. And stay tuned for the growth update just in a second after this clip. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Join our little TK fam that we have brewing. I really appreciate you guys for 100K. That's freaking insane. But I will see you guys in my next video. I really rock with you guys.
That was a little bit over 12.
A little bit over 12.
13.
13, are you sure?
Positive.
Yeah.
12. 13.